How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to take a good look at the Eve Energy, a smart switch that is compatible with Apple's HomeKit by Elgato. This lets you turn anything that plugs into an outlet on or off using Siri. Hey everybody, this is Andrew from iDownloadBlog. Today we've got the Eve Energy, a product from Elgato that was shown off earlier this year at CES 2016. In short, you can schedule the switch to turn on and off when you'd like, you can see reports to see how much energy you're using, and you can turn it on and off using Siri because it's compatible with Apple's HomeKit. Now, Elgato has many other Eve products that are compatible with Apple's HomeKit, but most of them are passive sensors, which means they give you information that you can act on with other HomeKit accessories. That includes the Eve Door, which tells you not a door or window is open or closed and how often, gives you some metrics on that. The Eve Room, which gives you internal measurements on temperature, humidity, and the Eve Weather, which gives you external information for outside of your house. Now, the Eve Energy, on the other hand, is not only passive as it gives you information, but it's active because you can control it using Siri. Inside, you have a little piece of paper that has the HomeKit code printed on the other side, and that code is also printed on the side of the switch itself. Now, the sensor itself is fairly simple. On the side, you have the code, on the back, you have the prongs, on the front, you have the outlet, and there's also a button so you can turn it on and off manually. So to set this up, I just need to plug in the actual Eve Energy into an outlet of some sort, download the Eve app on my iPhone or iPad. Then in the top right hand corner, there's a little gear icon that will allow you to jump into the settings and add a new device. We're going to go ahead and choose the Eve Energy, which it has already discovered, and then we're going to hit that HomeKit code. First, it's going to pair, or in this case, over Bluetooth Low Energy. Then it's going to bring up the camera and allow you to scan that code either on the back of the piece of paper or on the side of your device. But do not lose that piece of paper because you may want it in the future if you ever remove this and need to repair it. Now, once you've added your device, you can choose what room to place it in. So in this case, it's going to be in my living room, but you can add a new room or choose an existing room. Then you can give it a name. This makes it easier for Siri to understand you. This way you can call it just anything you normally would call it. So if you say, can you turn off the fan in my living room, you can just call it fan. And then when you say fan, Siri will know what you're talking about. You can also choose a corresponding icon to go with it, such as a fan, a coffee maker, or in this case, I'm just going to choose a computer. So I have my Eve sensor in my living room that controls my computer. Now I can go into the application itself. I can find inside of the living room of my house, I can find the actual sensor itself. I can turn it on or off, as well as view reports. Now, one thing I did think was missing here was the ability to see kind of how much it's costing you. You can see how much electricity you're using, but you don't really know how much that's costing. Other ones, like from iDevices, can tell you about the average price in your area to tell you how much it's costing you to run that light or that fan. Now, you can also use Siri, obviously, with Apple HomeKit, so I can say, can you turn my energy sensor off? It'll check for a second and then turn it off. You can also turn it on as well. Unfortunately, you cannot ask Siri how much energy consumption is being used, but supposedly that is something that may be added in the future. Now, all this will work locally, but to use it remotely, you will need a newer Apple TV. Now, as far as pros and cons go, it is very easy to use and set up. The HomeKit support is built right in, which means you can use this with Siri, you can use it with any other HomeKit compatible devices you have out there. You can monitor the consumption and how much electricity you are using, and it doesn't need a bridge or anything. You can simply connect via BLE or remotely using an Apple TV. Now, if we look at the con side, obviously you do need that Apple TV for remote access. Some, like the August Smart Lock, has a little bridge that you can plug in that'll give you access. This, you just need an Apple TV. There is no cost analysis as far as how much electricity you're using, and the size can be a little bit bigger depending on the outlet that you're going to be plugging it into. If you put this on the top, you may not have room below that to plug something else in. If you would like to pick one up for yourself, the link will be in the description below. You can pick it up for around $49.95. Otherwise, please subscribe so you can see all the videos we have coming in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.